Do you want to be the best Breach player there is? Well, considering you clicked on this video, I'm going to assume that you do, and in that case, you're in the right place. In this guide, I will be teaching you all of the ins and outs of this fucker right here, this annoying piece of shit. Well, only if you're playing against him, that is. I also randomly queued into a game with a pretty popular Valorant creator, so make sure to stick around to see that gameplay. Breach thrives off of putting enemies at a disadvantage with his utility. What he lacks in info gathering is made up for in the fact that when played correctly, there is quite literally no counter to his kit. So, if by the grace of God you don't have two insta-lock duelists, I would recommend running a double initiator comp with an agent like Sova or Gecko to pair with Breach. Breach is basically a duelist on his own, so don't worry too much about that. So let's begin with Breach's signature ability, his stun. Breach will charge up this as much as he wants for letting this out in a straight line of destruction, and anyone caught in it will be stunned for a short duration, meaning you have free kills lined up. This ability is perfect on sites like C long on Haven and B long on Bind, and an ace to start this video. Why do I do this to myself? Breach also has this massive flash.
And you know what else is massive?
That make you think you're about to see the pearly gates every time it hits you. And unfortunately for me, I can't aim, so I wind up scraping by before being taken out and then blame my teammates since that all us Valorant players can do. So the best part of Breach is how offensive or defensive his kit can be. You can push any site on offense while also stopping any push on defense. It's truly a shame that he doesn't have any intel gathering utility, since he would easily be the best agent in the game if he did. Riot creating an initiator with no intel gathering will always be a bit of a head scratcher to me, but it's not like they haven't added any other questionable agents to this game, right? Well, maybe not. You can also play offense on defense by simply running through choke points with your utility, getting 2 kills for free. It still amazes me that Breach's pick rate is so low. Like, I understand that he has no intel gathering, but at least he provides actual usefulness to your team, unlike picking a Reyna. Now, you might think, but Reyna's a duelist and Breach isn't, so they're not the same. Wrong. Breach is basically a duelist with the tag of initiator. You can pick Reyna and play the exact same style on Breach and provide actual usefulness to your team. Now, you might think that the player makes the agent work, but not in Breach's case. The agent makes the player work. You could have the aim of an 8-year-old, like this, and still get insane efficiency out of Breach's utility. This is a 3v1, if you couldn't tell by the fact that there's 3 of them and 1 of me. Well, now there's 2. And now after making it a 1v1 after making this guy the same vision score as Helen Keller, hey, maybe Neon can go fly a plane now too since she's fucking blind. You're trying to tell me that someone who is legally blind flew a fucking plane? Yeah, right, and I'm actually going pro in this game too. Go fuck yourself. I love knife kills. Even while blind, Breach's util can be used to stall enemies from killing you. And once that's done, you can once again make them see God before using your ultimate ability, which is great for pushing back enemies, but kinda sucks once you realize that you just pushed them all the way back and now you can't reach them and you've wasted your 1 millionth point ultimate. Awesome. Fun fact, Breach used to have 3 flashes. Also fun fact, I used to actually be good at this game. Now, I can't even clear my corners properly apparently. It's fucking unbelievable. What? The great thing about this character is the lack of skill required. That being, there is none. If you are struggling to pick an agent, then maybe Breach is for you. The only less skillful thing is using an AWP. Yep, I'm gonna kill myself. Baguette Man has now been neutralized. All that's left is to take the rest of sight with the GOAT, Biased Raindrop. Speaking of Biased Raindrop, how will she perform in this clutch situation? I really hope she doesn't whiff on this guy. Oh my god. And Baguette Man has been stunned, and once again he can be properly disposed of. And that's the true greatness of Breach. You can target anyone in this game. If you know where someone is playing, you can choose from any of your 4 abilities to annoy the fuck out of people. Even when you're on defense, you can still push people. Now, your teammates might yell slurs at you when you do, but eventually, you can just throw a flash that doesn't hit anyone for some unexplained reason and then die. But if that's worth it to you, then Breach might be the agent for you. So at this point, let me ask you something. Do you love playing duelists and insta-locking them? Well, if you answered yes, I despise every fiber of your being, but beyond that, you might want to consider Breach. I know all of you insta-lock gen runners would rather spend their time shit-talking the Cypher that has 2 less kills than them, rather than focus on winning the game. But you may want to consider picking Breach. Not only does Breach have the same amount of solo play potential as a duelist, but he will also provide actual use to your team when you decide to sit back in main while the rest of your team enters site. Well, now you might be thinking, toast went easy. I don't play duelist, and I say, good for you. Thank you for being an upstanding citizen of society. Well, sort of. But you may be wondering if Breach is for you. If you are an initiator player, the answer is simple. Try him and say you like it. If you're a controller player, then I'm gonna be honest, I got nothing for you. I just feel bad for you. And if you're a sentinel, Breach may not have util to hold sight with trips or alarms, but his util is great at slowing down pushes and killing enemies who push sight. Now, unfortunately, Breach's flashes are pretty expensive, coming in at 250 credits per flash, so what I like to do is just kill people. Yeah, it's that simple. Oh, you can't kill people? Well, my solution is just get good. As Low Taper Fade Guy once said.
Do you want to get good? Yes, then I want to get good, then hit your shots, kid.
Thank you, Low Taper Fade Guy. Well, this round looks like it could be pretty good for us. I hope that we don't get too upset at the end of it.
Last player standing.
I'm gonna fucking love of my own team blocks perfect utility setups, but we still manage to get ours since we're the best. Now, unfortunately for me, I have the game sense of a 6-year-old and don't understand how to clear my corners. So, after I'm done flashing this, I don't clear my left and die. So what does it look like when you put all of your utility together? Well, it looks like this. Not to mention the other team is on an eco round, which is music to my ears, since that means that the already bot lobbies I'm in just got even easier. Now, as you can see, even if they do have full gun and shields, it doesn't really matter since I have the power of the most obnoxious kit of all time. There's literally nothing they can do to stop me from killing them as I go on to secure this round with perfect position, aim, and of course, utility usage. Now, fortunately for them, I only have one more flash left and decide not to use it. Now, you might think that might put me at the disadvantage, but that's where you'd be wrong. As you guys know, I have the best aim in the game, so even when I don't use utility, it still doesn't even matter. I'll just tap their heads. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of feel bad for what I'm about to do to Gecko. I'm just kidding, I actually really fucking don't. He puts himself in a position. Stun, flash, little 360, and there's literally nothing he can do to stop me. Alright, just let's choose one more time. ISO shield, fuck you. Great utility uses in this round. That really got me this round. Great guide, by the way. Yeah, I think it would be time for me to uninstall this game. It's also time for this guy to uninstall, because how the fuck did he not kill me? I'm not even looking at him, and I still wind up killing him. Now with our reset, our Sage can heal us, we have our ult ready. This round is basically ours already. We let the heal take off, we let our ult rip, and it's time to take sight. Clear our left, we know someone's going to be there, and it's too easy. The only thing that can stop us is if Omen appears in A main. Thank you, I'll be taking that. And now it's time to abuse this Sage. It's the last round of the game, and I have ult and all of my util. So we can take this Gecko after pushing through the smoke, and now it's time to just abuse Sage. We rip our ult, we can pull out our flashes. Sage already can't shoot us, now can't see us, and why not just flash one more time to secure the game? Honestly, it's hilarious. When you flash, aim for the body, or you can just ignore me. Aiming for the body is really key though when the enemies flash. Since they can't shoot back, it's better just to hit the short shots and aim for the body. But just know that going for the head always has more style, so if you have the opportunity and you have the confidence, might as well just go for the headshots. It's also worth it when all your teammates compliment you in chat for hitting your shots, which doesn't happen very often for me. Now, this will be an easy round. We can stun and flash, and as long as all 4 of them aren't hiding behind bricks, this should be an easy couple of kills, and holy fuck, they all just spawned out of nowhere. Cyberbullying is one of my favorite pastimes, but not with verbal abuse. Nah, that shit's lame. I prefer to abuse people with breach. Much more enjoyable, am I right? Trash talking people's lame, just kill them instead, so much easier. Now, you might be wondering how it feels like to have the best aim in the world, and I'm not gonna lie, it feels great. But I didn't get to this point just by being a prodigy, even though I am just really fucking good at this game. I still had to put countless hours into improving my aim in aim labs, and what did that get me? Aces and unrated. Sounds like a worth it deal to me. Game's gotta nerf me in some way. My own utilities block me from seeing them, and it winds up killing me. Setting the tone early is very important. Through pure skill and nothing else, we're able to pick up 2 kills before we eventually are able to knife the last guy. Knifing someone on the very first round sets you up to let the enemy team know exactly how you're gonna play. Like a fucking idiot. Now, if you remember earlier, I said that I played with a popular content creator, and I was not lying. So I'm gonna jump into that game now. Holy shit, I'm insane! But that creator was Josh Secchi. I was just randomly recording, and I recognized the voice, which was super cool. Super nice guy, and it was a pretty chill match. Well, for us, definitely not the other teams, since they had to deal with the greatest breach player in the world. I'm not gonna lie, I think this guy hit him for 80. Not really sure though. But yeah, this game was pretty fun. He was playing Reyna, I was on breach obviously. Let's see what I can do. Hopefully I don't fuck up in front of an actual content creator.
King.
Fuck. Now after pushing through, I take out my Bucky and eliminate this poor soul from the game before pushing into market. The actual successful content creator gets taken out, and now it's me, the niche internet micro celebrity is left to clutch. Now, he says just to play back with the team, so we obviously have to ignore what he said at peak and then die. Nice one. But it's alright, because I can still get kills by making sure the other players can't see me when I'm fighting them, which may seem unfair, but nah, it actually is unfair. I just like claiming that I'm the best. Well, because I am, obviously. Well, I sure hope it doesn't freak out too much in this clip.
They're out! They're out!
I would never freak out that much, don't worry guys.
Family friendly, please.
Yes, I too am a very family friendly creator. I never freak out too much. Fuck! Now, I wish I had more clips of this game, but unfortunately for me, I played like absolute dog shit. So all I really have is a couple of clips with not that much utility. My KD at the end of the game was looking like this. Yeah, not so good. But I still have to be a little bit disrespectful, so unfortunately for him, he got absolutely shit on by this Neon. But at the end of the game, he wound up top fragging after cleaning up this last round with 2 more kills for himself. And all I'm left with is plugging my YouTube out at the end of all my unrated games like I usually do to get no viewers. And of course, an attempt to add him as a friend, which he then denied. Please add me back.
Nope.